informed that the ratings are soaring for this show. And everyone in the United Kingdom, without exception, is watching at the moment. Isn't this amazing? I'd be lucky to be here. It's uncanny. Now, this is an Edna-thon, isn't it? You might call it. It's not a telethon, it's an Edna-thon. It really is. And you know, well, there again, here am I just sharing my experience, hope and strength with my public. Oh, Morgan, I've been given so much in this life. The least I can do is to give a little bit away to keep it. That's my motto. That's what I'd say if I had a little sermon to give. And I think I'm going to be asked too by a little sky pilot sitting in the audience.
Yes. I wonder if you ever thought of going into politics and raising the whole tone of public life.
I have. Well, as you know, you've got the Iron Lady in power in England at the moment. I'm more or less the aluminium lady, you could call it. Or the Formica lady, perhaps. Because though I'm tough, I'm a little bit of softness about me, and I think I'm a bit too soft and a little bit too caring. I think a little bit too soft, a little bit too caring to go into that hard old world of politics. In my job, you see, I have to be aloof from politics. So many people model themselves on me. I see women in the street, it's almost like I think, oh, what's that mirror doing there? It's women. Not always women either. Shall we say it's members of the human race, modelling themselves, some of them pitifully sick, modelling themselves on me. It is. They're like clones. That's the bottom line of it. That's the bottom line of it. Clones they are. And so because people follow me so scrupulously, I have to keep, as far as I can, detached from the political life of Britain. I'm a bit like Margaret Thatcher in that respect. But I'd be called in for an emergency. I would. I'd be a bit like sort of a Kissinger figure in the background, and people would say, "Oh, I bet Dame Edna was behind that bit of legislation." You know? Oh. Yes, we're all. Oh, Lord Bath. Yes, darling.
Dame Edna, as you may remember, about 2 years ago, we visited that wonderful country, Australia, and had the privilege of seeing you in your show. I was just felt, though, however, that, how can I put it, that members of the aristocracy and stately homes were rather thin on the ground.
My home, Everidge Hall, is a stately home. And you know, how often does this happen, that a living person has their home turned into a showplace, into a shrine? This is uncanny. It's giving me little goose pimples, as a matter of fact. In fact, they're getting a bit sharp. I could lather my froth on them. Because, you know, my home is, it's not the size of yours. I haven't got the old little vintage cars and lions and tigers, darling, but it is, well, there's an old Oldsmobile in the garage, as a matter of fact, but it's on blocks. Yes, indeed, you are, by the looks of it. However, we keep a little wing, spare bedroom, which is more or less a wing, just in case, you know, my husband ever gets well and wants to go back there, but
Dame Edna.
Yes.
Don't you think that your continued absence from your husband Norm's bedside, hospital bedside, may I add, is a threat to your own marriage?
You know, when I said I wanted any question you cared to ask me, I was hoping that the subject of Norm wasn't going to crop up. Because things are not as they have been with my husband, and this is a funny little spooky bit of the show that's coming up now. Because my husband has been in touch with legal people. And there's a silly little document that's been served on me about desertion. Now, I think this is tragic, but the Everidge marriage is on the rocks. And I never thought I'd say that. Given that man everything. A silicon chip prostate. He has. I've pumped money money into that man. The drip, even his bedside, even his saline drippers from Asprey's. It is. I've done everything I can for Norm. The top medical people have been prodding away at him for years. And you know, he's a lot more mobile than he has made out to me. Of course, I put him on the telex machine. He can contact me any time he likes. Well, he can't actually, but I can contact him. And I'm in touch with the sister, and that's, I'm afraid, what probably the main trouble is, because my husband has fallen into the hands of an unscrupulous woman. And I can say this now because I know he hasn't got the telly in his present condition. Nurse Thelma Younghusband is the person who's mainly in charge of the things that happen to my husband at the moment. And she is working on old Norm, and she's been working on his mind. He's a tool in her hands, I can tell you that, Russell. My husband is every night at blanket bath time she works on that man. She's been poisoning his mind against me, and she's been making him write a book. And I hope we can repair this terrible rift, because I'm not, particularly in the present state, because I'm expecting a menopause baby. I have to elaborate that, because I don't want you looking at my figure. It's not going to happen that way. I was in the States and I realised there's got some sort of a bank, a celebrity sperm bank you can go to. Isn't that a horrible thought? But it's true. And you could go there, you could have a Nobel Prize winner's kitty. Or indeed you could have Warren Beatty's kitty. Mind you, everyone's had that. You could. The fact of the matter is that I was toying with the idea of having this little creature, you know, and I thought it can all be done scientifically. You don't have to change my frocks or anything like that. It's all happening in the laboratories, and there's, and I thrust it into my hand, and there'll be a little bit of publicity. I'll be popping up in little Nigel's column. Hello, darling. It just saw little Nigel then. So let's hope all this works out. But I do object to something that appeared in one of your columns recently about me and my hairdresser on the Costa Smeralda. Now, I feel I should say this, because I've always liked you. I know you're a little fellow Australian. You've worked and schemed to get a few little connections over here. However, I saw something, I mean, this could have upset Norm terribly if it had got to him, because I have a hairdresser called, his name is Samson, as a matter of fact. Though in the salon they call him Delilah. And he gives me a little massage, Hazel, you know. He gives me a little work over a little scapulae. He works on with his little fingers. He's got a wonderful sort of voile shirt open to the navel, a little medallion round his neck. He's a darling. A bit of a Latin-looking type, and he was a friend of my son Kenny, as a matter of fact, introduced me to him. And we travel around together, and he's a great comfort to me. He's a chiropodist as well. You know, if he's not working on one end of me, he's working on the other. And you had to bring that up, and you said such poisonous things. I was very, very disappointed. I thought a Perth boy, too. Darling, yes, little boy there.
Edna, do you watch Dallas?
Dallas watches me. Hello, Russell Party.
You've thrown, Dame Edna, you've thrown me into some confusion by the use of the word menopause and a menopause baby, because when you were first on my show...
I shocked a lot of people.
Yes, but when you were first on my show and nobody knew who you were, you did sort of You were at that time, I think, in your country called Going Round Catherine's Corner, and you were sort of glowing a lot at that time, and I thought you probably were suffering at that time. I wonder if you'd like to take this opportunity of thanking me for the kind of help that I